we're going to get you off this board in just a second, okay? We're going to have to keep you in the neck collar until we can get an x-ray there.
They started talking to me. They were like, oh, well, this is the time where we'd ask you about your parents. And then I thought, well, crap, in this kind of moment, what would they think? And it would just be like, really, I just don't want to go through that.
Ready down there? Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
For grade 10 student Alan Miles, this mock accident shed a little light on the realities of what could happen when you make the wrong choices behind the wheel. All part of a day of exercises put on by Safe Communities Dryden to help prevent alcohol and risk-related trauma in youth.
It's a lot of shock and awe, but the thing is that I like to reinforce the fact that it's reality. They got to see the implications of what happens during a vehicle collision. It is a real eye-opener. I think it, to some point, might have scared the kids, but it scared them in a positive way.
Even for that short amount of time I was on it, it was like really kind of scary because I had no idea what was going on around me. And then like people in those actual situations will be there for like probably like 10 times as long as I was there. And I wouldn't be able to handle that.
It was really confusing. I definitely don't want to do it for real. So no drunk driving for me.
From the stretcher to the emergency room to the long-term effects afterwards, grade 10 students were able to witness firsthand what happens after an accident and why it's so important to make the right decisions beforehand.
Looks like a little bit of the
Yeah.
up here.
Driving is a privilege. You know, any privilege can be taken away. For instance, texting and driving, laws are getting stiffer, penalties are getting stiffer as well. The big thing out of it is that you could cause a collision at the same time, and you could possibly cause somebody to lose a life. I don't know if people can bear to live with that. I couldn't myself either. So just because you're texting and you may not feel that you're doing anything wrong or you're hurting anybody, the repercussions from that, they could be fatal. And we're just trying to address to these kids and say, like, be aware, be cautious of what you're doing.
Along with the mock incident, youth also experienced videos, guest speakers, and even took on the challenge of eating their lunch with a disability, all to show the effects that can occur following an accident.
It's very difficult to eat when you're disabled. You can't use the same functions you're used to using.
What we're trying to get them to take out of this course is the fact that the ramifications of texting or drinking and driving or distracted driving, horseplay within the vehicle, could potentially be fatal. None of them have their license yet. They're just getting to the point to get their license. So we're trying to address the situation now before they actually get their license so that they can adhere to what we're trying to teach them. In the classroom, when we brought in our guest speakers, the class was silent. It was totally silent. We know that they're listening to us. Now it's just for us to keep addressing it to other classes and let these kids bring it to the school to spread the word of this course, and so we can educate more through the years to come.
In Dryden, I'm Tommy Johnson.
Okay, take a big breath in.